it's Bubs. So a lot of you guys requested for a girl talk episode about boys. Boys, not boys as in like Girls' Generation's new song, Boys, but boys as in males. You guys imagine in school if we were given lessons about boys and if the boys were given lessons about girls, how simple and less complicated things would be. Imagine guys sitting in a class learning about girls and this is big complex equation that goes board after board after board. But then when us girls sit and learn about boys, all we learn is likes, sandwiches and video games. I'm just joking. The topic on boys is it's huge, it's broad, there's no way you can compress into one video, so we're gonna have to go through segment by segment. Today we will be discussing upon the topic of breakups, getting your heart broken, getting rejected, just really how to mend a broken heart.
Once again, thank you to everybody who submitted helpful advice.
So breakups they're not that fun at all. It's not like a trip to Disneyland. In fact, it could be really confusing, frustrating, and heartbreaking. But remember, you're not alone with this. I've been through a breakup before, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have been through breakups before, so we can all relate. No matter how confused and frustrated you are, remember, you're not alone. And whether the breakup was not that long ago, or whether it was quite a while ago, I think it is a very good idea to remind yourself why it ended. And I know sometimes you can feel weak and you'd be like, oh, I miss his hugs.
Sometimes we can become so clouded with emotions, we can't tell what's good for us. This is called heart over mind.
But think about why it ended. If there were a lot of arguing, if there were a lot of crying, a lot of heartache, maybe this was a good reason that it ended. Maybe there was jealousy problems, maybe there was control issues, maybe you guys took far too many breaks and you guys just got tired. You have to really think back. There must have been a reason for things to end. A lot of you guys mentioned this and I absolutely agree, and it's to not do it alone. Keep yourself busy with friends and your family. Your friends and family love you and you can trust and lean on them. And even if you don't want to talk about it, they can help to keep your mind off things.
So catch up with the people in your life. Reconnect.
I know a lot of you guys probably don't want to talk to other people about your feelings, whether it's because you're uncomfortable or if it's trust issues, but it's really not healthy bottling up, so you must get it out of your chest. And chances are your friends or someone in your family have, probably been through it and they can offer you advice on how they got through it.
If you still don't want to talk about it, a lot of you guys recommended to write a letter to yourself.
The next thing to do is actually pretty popular and a lot of us girls like to do it. After a breakup,
people can question themselves. Were they not pretty enough? Were they not good enough? So therefore, pamper yourself. Go shopping. You don't have to spend crazy. Just a little treat or something. Get your hair done. You would be surprised what a different hair color or a different hairstyle can do for your confidence. When you look good, you'll feel good. And this kind of represents a new you who's ready for change, who's ready for a different chapter in life.
This is a time where you should love yourself even more and take care of yourself. So this is not just about, having your hair done or, getting clothes. This is about looking after yourself, making sure that you don't malnutrition your body. Don't starve yourself. That's just being foolish.
Sure, you can have ice cream, but make sure you don't starve your body from nutrients.
One thing that really destroys people after a breakup is how their routine is broken.
Maybe back then you got a lot of text messages or you were always on the phone. But this is just a matter of starting a new routine. I mean, it takes adjustment, but time does solve everything.
Like we said before earlier, about getting busy with friends, you can also get busy with yourself. Pick up a new habit. Pick up a new habit. If there's anything you want to do in the past but you never really got a chance to, you have no excuse not to do it now, because you can totally do whatever you want. You can concentrate on yourself.
Keep yourself occupied. You can pick up a new skill or a new hobby. It can be perhaps fitness. You can join a gym. When you feel good, you look good and it's healthy. You can even just do a bit of jogging. Anything. And for me, I love to paint, so everybody's different. These are just suggestions.
If you need to cry, cry. Crying doesn't mean you're weak. It just means you're human and we have feelings, and when you cry, you actually release tension. So cry it all out.
Try to see a breakup in a different light. Instead of seeing it as the end, see it as time for a brand new chapter, new beginnings.
You really have to be your own friend in this, because you'll have family and friends there, but they can only guide you. The only person that can really help yourself is you. And like I always say, you can be the problem, but you can also be the solution. I think a lot of people feel sorry for themselves and they pity themselves, and it doesn't make the situation any better. It won't change anything. You have to be your own friend by encouraging yourself.
Think about it, if your friend was down, you would encourage them. You won't kick them while they're down.
Instead of seeing it as a loss, see it as you've loved, you've learned, and you'll know you won't want to make the same mistakes, because I learned so much from my last breakup. I learned so much, and it has really helped me so much for my next relationship.
For me back then, I learned I'll never let a guy control me. I'll never base my entire world around a relationship. And I learned to respect and love myself.
I'm happy as ever now, but I wouldn't have gotten here if it wasn't because of the heartache back then. Live for the future, not for the past. You learn from the past, but you should live for the future. So guys, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift, and that's why they call it the present. Don't blame yourself for the breakup. What's happened has happened, and there's nothing we can do to change it. Another thing some of you guys said was to not be vengeful or bitter. You're really best to yourself when you're best to others.
I can understand how maybe you guys will have to hate your exes, but give your heart a break and try not to rehearse things in your head.
Let it go, because it will only hurt yourself more.
When you're good to others, you are best to yourself.
Not to forget, single people could have fun too, and for all you know, Mr. Right is actually just somewhere in a corner waiting for you. I've been through it, a lot of you guys have been through it, your friends and family have been through it. We've lived. If it doesn't kill you, it only makes you stronger.
When people walk away from you, let them go. Your destiny is never tied to anyone who leaves you, and it doesn't mean they're bad people. It just means that their part in your story is over. Once again, thank you to everybody's wonderful breakup advice. Until next time, take care guys.